Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. No singing, no dancing, no making the chest pop while making of the intro. In fact, I am confused, rightfully so. I am confused. I want to know what the I stand for in VIP. Yeah, I do. See something, say something. Yeah. But I can't tell the full story because it's multiple parts. But I will protect the guilty in the game, and I will give it enough time to marinate and simmer and fester before the other part of it come out. But I can't make any promises. But I definitely need to know what the I stand for in VIP. Noob that's still here and that has a acquisitive imagination, acquisitive mind. Thank you. Those who eject and wonder WTF or WTH or fill in the blank. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for mistakenly coming here and finding out that this isn't for you. It's okay. We're going to be all right. In fact, all I ever want, all I ever ask for is an opportunity and a chance. And if I fail in your eyes with that opportunity and chance, it is okay. It ain't going to keep me up at night. Not that. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day. But it's not every single day. It just feels that way. We got a special, unique bond. We don't know what to call it. We don't know how to define it. Words can't even begin to describe it. Although at some point in the future, hopefully not distant, hopefully not centuries or millennia away or anything like that. But if it is, we will come back from the future and rewrite history and say, this is what it is, this is what it was, and this is what it always will be. And it's so special and unique, we still don't have words or know what to call it. But that's okay, because we feel it deep within our being. Within our being with a capital I. Sharing is caring. But you shouldn't share everything. Sharing is caring, but you shouldn't share everything. And you can take that how you want to, but it's out there for you. I don't know what the I stand for in VIP. In fact, I don't know if it stands for imbecile, ignorant. It definitely can't stand for important. It can't stand for important. And I'm only saying this because a recent event that I attended, I wasn't alone, so don't worry about it. A recent event that I attended, and I thought we were in the VIP section. I thought that we were in the section where we would not get ignored. And I'm assuming that's what the I stands for. I am assuming this is what the I stand for. And don't worry, go ahead and sit down. Stop standing up in the back. I'm going to get around to what I need to get around to. I just need to set it up. I can't jump straight from A to B. I got to go to C, D, E, F and come back to B. Word. I was sitting in VIP section, and I'm not saying that to humble brag. I'm not saying that to make myself feel or make myself be more important than I am or attempt to be important. I'm just trying to figure out because I got questions. I got questions. I got thoughts. I got stuff that's going to keep me up at night. So I just figured I'd share the information and maybe you can hit me back virtually and let me know, is it me or is it something else? Or do you have some suggestions? But make sure when you hit back virtually, you kind of inform on what conversation that we're having, because it might be a future conversation. It might be a past conversation. Well, it's not a present conversation because it's not going on now, but you get the picture. It's fully developed for you. Just take a look at it with your mind's eye. You're welcome. You're welcome. I was in the VIP section, and I'm not saying that to pat myself on the back. I'm not saying that to feel good about myself, because I feel terrible. I feel bad. I feel a little bit sad. I'm definitely feeling some kind of way, and I'm definitely all up in my emotions. And it's not for the reason that you think. It's for the reasons I think I got ignored. I think I got ignored. And no. It wasn't who I was with that was ignoring me. So don't let your brilliant mind go that direction. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop that before it starts. Almost kind of how like I say earmuffs when something's coming that you don't need. Something's coming that you don't need. And something's coming. I'm not going to say it again, but something's coming. And that's what the earmuffs come in. And this is kind of like that. I'm sitting in this section and sitting down and not getting a menu to begin with. When they said they was going to come back and give me a menu was red flag number one. And I'm not saying this in hindsight. This kind of like threw up my antennae when this occurred and happened. When a person said, oh yeah, we will come back with the menu, and they never came back with the menu, but they came back with, are you ready to order? Oh, you mean I'm just gonna guess what's on the menu? That's okay. That is okay, because I'm only there for the adult beverages. I'm only there for the adult beverages. So hey, it is what it is. It's Manny being Manny, but that's red flag number one. And you're definitely gonna have to, and I'm just gonna keep saying definitely because I'm in a definitely mood right now, because I'm still all of my feelings, and it's definitely is keeping me from saying other things. I'm not in a space or a head place right now where I can be super, yes, duper creative with my wordplay, creative with my adjectives and adverbs, and make things mean stuff when I need them to mean something else. I ain't there. But just know this, that was red flag number one, and it was more than one, and it was more than two. So I might have to use my fingers and toes to get this mystery solved. But I don't think this mystery gonna be solved. So I'm just gonna stop on 2 or 3. I'm just gonna stop on 2 or 3. That was red flag number one. Saying that you're gonna present a menu, never come back with a menu, come back and ready for me to order. Okay, it's cool. It's fine. People make mistakes. I do not judge. No judge zone. I'm just I just observe. I'm an observer. I'm an observer who make observations. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. See, the words are coming out. The play is full in effect, but not like kid. That was red flag number one. That was the thing that got me locked in to paying attention, being observant, being aware. My awareness game on 1 million. My awareness game maxed out to the umpteenth levels that it can go, was telling me that you're going to do something and you didn't do it, but you assume that I know what I want, like I come here and be here all the time. But that was truly red flag number 2. actually, because red flag number one was, instead of sitting us in the VIP section, instead of sitting us in the section that we were supposed to be in, they set us right outside of the section where we're supposed to be in. And once again, pump your brakes, pump your brakes. I am not saying this to make myself feel important. I'm not saying this to be important. I'm not saying this for you to think that I'm humble bragging or trying to communicate a certain feeling, a certain thing without communicating it. This is for me to say how many things went right, how many things that were supposed to happen that didn't happen, and I was just forgiven up until the end game. When the end game came, that's when all forgiveness was gone. That was time for me to shine. That was time for me to sing like a bird. That was time for me to let not bygones be bygones, but let what happened, how I felt, shine through. How I felt and how everything went down, shine through. So that was red flag number one. Red flag number one, didn't sit us in the proper seat. Red flag number two, which can be number one or three or four or five, was not coming back with a menu, then assuming and thinking that we know what we want to order, but we did know what we want to order since it was adult beverages anyway. And I say adult beverages in the context of that was the thought process and processes. I'm not saying that it happened. I'm not saying that it happened. Side note, or not side note, cheat sheet, or too long the read, too long to wait. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. So we ordered, and I know you can go ahead and say it because that is right. Person that's standing up way in the back, that is correct. That is very, very correct. They got the order wrong. I ordered a certain kind of drink and somehow they got my order completely wrong. They brought me back a drink that wasn't that it just was not my cup of tea. It wasn't my cup of tea. It wasn't what I ordered. Imagine wanting something with Coke and getting something with juice. Imagine having some dark adult beverages and having it mixed with something fruity and sweet. Yeah. Talking about taking a sip and it being bad, and taking a sip because I was forewarned. When the person came back and said what the drink was or said what the drinks were, I knew right then and there, I didn't order this. Did you order this one? And the person was like, no, I didn't order that. I thought you ordered. It's like, wait a minute. And I know what you're thinking. Why didn't just communicate with the server and let them know that they got the drinks wrong or got the drink wrong and that you need another drink because that one's wrong? Well, technically, I don't send things back, one. And two, we didn't see the server again. The waitress, the host, or whoever, we didn't see them again until it was time to pay. Yeah, I said it. Let me repeat it for the ones in the very, very back. And I'm going to say it with my chest. We didn't see the people again until the bill came. Till the bill came. So, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward for you as well. I only saw the person on 2 occasions. Sitting down, or 3. Sitting down initially, taking the order, and then bringing the drinks. And, 4. And then the check. That's it. 4 times. 4 times. And that's okay. No judge zone. It's an observation. It's an observation. I couldn't send the drink back. I didn't send the drink back. I just went ahead and said to myself, not out loud, in my big boy voice, I'm just going to go ahead and take some sips of this, and I'm just going to sip this until I can't sip it anymore. And when I did finish the drink, in my mind's eye, looking into the future, I being in the future, I looking into the future once again assumed and thought that I would have had another opportunity to get another adult beverage, another opportunity to get a second order, another opportunity to possibly get food if I wanted food. Silly me, silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Tricks are for kids. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. I did not get another opportunity to order a drink. I did not get another opportunity to order anything. That was it. It was like fire and forget. It was like you got your one shot, your one opportunity, and it is gone. It is over with. No more. No more. That was cool. That was okay. At that point, I realized what I was dealing with. At that point, I knew what was up. At that point, I had enough pieces of the puzzle. I had enough information handy, readily available to know what I was dealing with. And it was okay. I'm not going to let the service ruin the mood. The service ruin everything. Because in fact, I am VIP. I am a very invisible person. I'm just going to go ahead and play my not being able to be seen. I'm going to play it up. I am going to play it till I can't play it no more because this is what it is. I'm going to play the role that I was meant to play in this situation at in this time. That's cool. I didn't want to, but hey, you forced my hand. Now it's time for me to do what it do. And that's when the bill came. When everything was all said and done, or about to be all said and done, the bill came. I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then on the bill, there was recommendations for tips. And it was like 15%, 20%, 30%. I was like, ho, 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 ho. I like this game. This game is fun. This game is we can wish for things and never get. Like wishing for service properly and never getting it. Wishing for a second drink and never getting it. Wishing for a menu and never getting it. Wishing for to be in the correct section and not being in it. Wishing for a little attention and not being invisible. I was like, ooh, let me just go ahead and continue playing this game. It's my turn. And accordingly, and I didn't not tip. I didn't put 0 in the section. I probably should have put 0 in the section because I really didn't get any service. And I really, really didn't get the service the bare minimum that I was expecting. But I'm not that guy. I am not that guy. Through my observations and then through the encounters or through everything, I did tip. It wasn't the 15, it wasn't the 20, and it sure as Sherlock wasn't the 30 and above. No, it was something reasonable, and it wasn't a douleur, and it wasn't 2 douleurs either. It was something reasonable. It was something reasonable for the service, for the game that I played. And it was cool. It was fine. And I wished and hoped that the person would have came back to actually take the check, take the signature and all that stuff. But we were past wishing and hoping for things that we should have got and didn't get. They never came back either. Never came back. So I was like, oh, okay. So I just leave this here. Fine. Cool. All right. This is the bestest ever. And it's like, The reason I wasn't all emotional and all of my feelings and feeling some kind of way about this, because I always say, give me your best. If your best is your best, or if your best is your worst, give me your best. I don't want the mediocre stuff. I don't want the stuff in between. I don't want you to pay attention to me sometime and then don't pay attention to me other times. If you're going to ignore me the whole time. If you're going to be that way the whole time, and be the best way that you can possibly be, whether it's wrong, whether it's right, because I'm going to give you a standing flea clap. I am going to say this is it. That is it. Because if it was something mediocre, if it was something high, low, or somewhere in between, I'd be like, this ain't it. But that was it. That was it. And I learned some valuable lessons. Intuition. I trusted you. Intuition. I knew from the start that this was going to go right because it went right. Everything stacked upon everything, only confirmed what intuition told me what was going to happen at the very, very, very beginning. And that's why I had no problems, none whatsoever, the entire time where I was getting the capital I. I had no problems whatsoever when I was getting the capital I. It was fine. It was cool. Now, I don't know how the other person was feeling. I have yet to ask. I have yet to bring it up. Because once again, I protect the guilty in the game. And once again, I need to let this breathe a little bit more before I go into the other part of said story. But I just had to say something, see something, say something. And I did tip. I'm okay with what I tip. I have no hard feelings. Will I go back there again? You betcha. Will I be prepared for this again? You betcha. Will I hold that person any ill will if I see them again at the same place? Nope. I don't remember. And even if I did, it's all right. But if it were to happen and occur again at the same place, at the same spot, and the same kind of thing, I just have to continue saying something. Yeah. See something, say something, leave a review, let others know, word of mouth, because this used to be it. It used to be the place. This is the first time I've been here where it's been that way. Maybe it was just a weird occurrence, like a full moon, like a full wolf blue moon, or all of the stars aligning. IDK. But I do know one thing. I'm prepared. I am prepared for whatever. So bring it on. Bring it on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the new and improved website, Xtra, VDGsports.com. Xtra, VDGsports.com. There's a website as well. Oh, there's a YouTube as well. Xtra, VDG. Xtra, VDG. If you're into sports, check out VDGsports.com or the YouTube VDG Sports. Thank you for listening. Thank you, noobs and newer people. Regs, I'm just going to say, I'm out like peace.